ready for 2024 with Ragnarok of Rage and tournaments leveling up in style. 4 exciting events that'll keep your battles raging. Outing Cup, a spectacle of fervor, honor, and grandeur. 150 versus 150 Guild League gameplay where teamwork and tactics collide in epic combat. The Champion Guild receives exclusive rewards, including the Champion Mount, the customized honor ring, and the prestigious event trophy. Valkyrie Cup focuses on fair competition, a competition with 5 versus 5 team clashes. Dish the power stage, pick your favorite character, and let the games begin. Everyone's invited, and we're even taking the party offline to cities near you. Cash prizes are up for grabs. Thor Cup, 10 versus 10 showdowns. Each guild can be split into 2 teams of 5. Pick your map and let the ban and big games begin. And now our first World Championship. Valhalla is the pinnacle of ROO tournaments. The best guilds worldwide are gearing up for ultimate clash. Offline events, crazy competition, and the quest for the mightiest guild on the planet. Who's gonna take the crown? Stay tuned! It's gotta be legendary! Get ready for 2024 with Ragnarok of Rage and tournaments leveling up in style. 4 exciting events that'll keep your battles raging. Outing Cup, a spectacle of fervor, honor, and grandeur. 150 versus 150 Guild League gameplay where teamwork and tactics collide in epic combat. The Champion Guild receives exclusive rewards, including the Champion Mount, the customized honor ring, and the prestigious event trophy. Valkyrie Cup focuses on fair competition, a competition with 5 versus 5 team clashes. Dish the power stage, pick your favorite character, and let the games begin. Everyone's invited, and we're even taking the party offline to cities near you. Cash prizes are up for grabs. Thor Cup, 10 versus 10 showdowns. Each guild can be split into 2 teams of 5. Pick your map and let the ban and big games begin. And now our first World Championship. Valhalla is the pinnacle of ROO tournaments. The best guilds worldwide are gearing up for ultimate clash. Offline events, crazy competition, and the quest for the mightiest guild on the planet. Who's gonna take the crown? Stay tuned! It's gotta be legendary! Get ready for 2024 with Ragnarok of Rage and tournaments leveling up in style. 4 exciting events that'll keep your battles raging. Outing Cup, a spectacle of fervor, honor, and grandeur. 150 versus 150 Guild League gameplay where teamwork and tactics collide in epic combat. The Champion Guild receives exclusive rewards, including the Champion Mount, the customized honor ring, and the prestigious event trophy. Valkyrie Cup focuses on fair competition, a competition with 5 versus 5 team clashes. Dish the power stage, pick your favorite character, and let the games begin. Everyone's invited, and we're even taking the party offline to cities near you. Cash prizes are up for grabs. Thor Cup, 10 versus 10 showdowns. Each guild can be split into 2 teams of 5. Pick your map and let the ban and big games begin. And now our first World Championship. Valhalla is the pinnacle of ROO tournaments. The best guilds worldwide are gearing up for ultimate clash. Offline events, crazy competition, and the quest for the mightiest guild on the planet. Who's gonna take the crown? Stay tuned! It's gotta be legendary! Get Get ready for 2024 with Ragnarok of Rage and tournaments leveling up in style. 4 exciting events that'll keep your battles raging. Outing Cup, a spectacle of fervor, honor, and grandeur. 150 versus 150 Guild League gameplay, where teamwork and tactics collide in epic combat. The Champion Guild receives exclusive rewards, including the Champion Mount, the customized honor ring, and the prestigious event trophy. Valkyrie Cup focuses on fair competition, a competition with 5 versus 5 team clashes. Dish the power stage, pick your favorite character, and let the games begin. Everyone's invited. And we're even taking the party offline to cities near you. Cash prizes are up for grabs. Thor Cup, 10 versus 10 showdowns. Each guild can be split into 2 teams of 5. Pick your map and let the ban and big games begin. And now our first World Championship. Valhalla is the pinnacle of ROO tournaments. The best guilds worldwide are gearing up for ultimate clash. Offline events, crazy competition, and the quest for the mightiest guild on the planet. Who's gonna take the crown? Stay tuned! It's gotta be legendary! Get ready for 2024 with Ragnarok of Rage and tournaments leveling up in style. 4 exciting events that'll keep your battles raging. Outing Cup, a spectacle of fervor, honor, and grandeur. 150 versus 150 Guild League gameplay, where teamwork and tactics collide in epic combat. The Champion Guild receives exclusive rewards, including the Champion Mount, the customized honor ring, and the prestigious event trophy. Valkyrie Cup focuses on fair competition, a competition with 5 versus 5 team clashes. Dish the power stage, pick your favorite character, and let the games begin. Everyone's invited. And we're even taking the party offline to cities near you. Cash prizes are up for grabs. Thor Cup, 10 versus 10 showdowns. Each guild can be split into 2 teams of 5. Pick your map and let the ban and big games begin. And now our first World Championship. Valhalla is the pinnacle of ROO tournaments. The best guilds worldwide are gearing up for ultimate clash. Offline events, crazy competition, and the quest for the mightiest guild on the planet. Who's gonna take the crown? Stay tuned! It's gotta be legendary! Get ready for 2024 with Ragnarok of Rage and tournaments leveling up in style. 4 exciting events that'll keep your battles raging. Outing Cup, a spectacle of fervor, honor, and grandeur. 150 versus 150 Guild League gameplay, where teamwork and tactics collide in epic combat. The Champion Guild receives exclusive rewards, including the Champion Mount, the customized honor ring, and the prestigious event trophy. Valkyrie Cup focuses on fair competition, a competition with 5 versus 5 team clashes. Dish the power stage, pick your favorite character, and let the games begin. Everyone's invited. And we're even taking the party offline to cities near you. Cash prizes are up for grabs. Thor Cup, 10 versus 10 showdowns. Each guild can be split into 2 teams of 5. Pick your map and let the ban and big games begin. And now our first World Championship. Valhalla is the pinnacle of ROO tournaments. The best guilds worldwide are gearing up for ultimate clash. Offline events, crazy competition, and the quest for the mightiest guild on the planet. Who's gonna take the crown? Stay tuned! It's gotta be legendary! Get ready for 2024 with Ragnarok of Rage and tournaments leveling up in style. 4 exciting events that'll keep your battles.
Good morning, evening, and good night to everybody watching the Ragnarok Origin Thor Cup Season 2. My name is Zero, and joining with me today is Nikki, and we will be witnessing the semi-finals of the Thor Cup Season 2. Nikki, who do you think, what's your feeling right now? What are you feeling right now?
First and foremost, I would like to greet all of the adventurers watching us today. A very happy evening. When it comes to feeling, I'm actually feeling excited. I mean, I can't explain and put the words, but I'm feeling right now. I'm super excited, honestly. And talking about the teams, both of the teams that we're going to cover for this evening are really strong teams. They came from the top 32 down to the top 4 teams. And I don't want to be biased, Zero, but probably I'm going to root for... Can I actually say it?
You can. You definitely can.
Now I'm such a loser. I'm gonna say that I'll be rooting for both of the teams. How about you, Zero?
You gotta choose a side here, Nikki. But hey, I know who you're talking. I know which team you're talking about, and it's no surprise that you'll be rooting for them. 2 reasons: one, you are from their server previously, and 2, they were undefeated in the previous season of the Dimensional Drill. So they have not lost a single game. They're 10 players, so that is something else to see. But of course, something else for everybody to see here today is, of course, the first promo code we have here for tonight. Welcome to Thor Cup Season 2. Make sure you redeem this in-game right now. Plenty of great rewards for you. 2 hero tokens, 300 diamonds, and of course 10 Yeek berries for you guys to get right now.
Actually, I'm gonna claim it right now, but once again, do claim it right now. And share it to your friends and guildmates as well. Zero, we've been talking about the teams. You mentioned some of them were undefeated, and truly enough, these teams that we're talking, we're gonna we're not revealing it yet, although I think it's a common knowledge to all of our viewers right now, simply because from top 32, how hard it is to rise from top 32 down to top 4 teams.
It's pretty hard. I mean, even for G Cup, their road here wasn't that smooth. They didn't win every single game throughout the top 32. They fumbled a little bit. They lost to a few games to another opponent from Frontera, 7-9, which was Laparbo, and it was actually a pretty close game that could have gone the distance. But some things did happen on the Laparbo side, so G Cup will be counting the lucky stars a little bit. But hey, it's still not a surprise that they made it so far in this season 2 of the Thor Cup. They are one of the favorites to win it all, but their opponents are no slouches as well.
Of course, and I mean, you're talking about being lucky and so, but hold that thought, because now we'll be showing you guys how easy it is for you to actually have a chunk of prizes. No, guys, it's not just the players who also be giving receiving amazing rewards. It's super simple. All you have to do is to drop your UID. Dear adventurers, everyone who's currently watching right now, we are inviting you to to put in your UID and a supportive message in the comments to cheer on your favorite team, and then flood those comments with energy and enthusiasm. So keep on sharing, because we have milestone rewards, and that is for if the post got 50 times shared, we will be receiving, it's already posted there, everything is posted there. And also for social medias, for more updates for Ragnarok Origin Thor Cup, and of course Ragnarok Origin in general, all you have to do is to follow and subscribe to our Discord, Facebook, and YouTube channels. Please do subscribe. It's not too late to do so. Go.
Yep, make sure you're in all of our social media, the Discord, the Facebook, as well as subscribe to the YouTube channel, which you will be probably watching from right now, because all the information, all the tournaments will be streamed here. So make sure you keep yourself updated. But of course, we're going to talk about what's going to be happening today here, Nikki, because it is Thor Cup. It is one of the most exciting competitions in the Ragnarok Origin game. And it's a very interesting format that for some of the players, it might be completely new, but hey, we've been playing this for some time here. It is going to be best of 7 series throughout the entire Thor Cup, and they will be playing potentially 7 maps, where the first, 4th, and last final map has already been decided. It will be team deathmatch, with both teams not knowing what roster their opponents are sending out. Now, the other maps, the other matches in between will be selected randomly. A team will be selected randomly to decide the map, but they have to submit their roster first. So the team who does not get to pick the map will have the option to counter their opponent's lineup after seeing after seeing the map they've picked, as well as after seeing the roster they've submitted. So a lot of mind games, a lot of chess games that can go along in this series. It's about a lot of strategy. It's about utilization of your composition. It's also a little bit of resource management as well, because a very important rule here in the Thor Cup is that each player can only play in 3 maps. So only 3 maps. That's very important to remember, because if you do not utilize the deployment counts properly across all your members, you might face a situation where you have to play with less than 5 members. So we've seen that happen in the past. Players just forgot about this specific ruling, or just in the heat of the moment, was just a little bit too nervous, too anxious to remember this little tidbit. So you got to make sure you got that. So the 4 maps we'll be playing, that we'll be competing in, is Team Deathmatch, that we'll be seeing regardless. Card Contest is a crowd favorite as well. A lot of teams like to pick up the Card Contest. Blood and Gold is a little bit more of a cheesier map. We do see it now and then, but it's not as popular as the first 2 maps. And of course, Shapeshift Ops, the MVP map, where a lot of players really hate playing, but some players really excel at it. So, Nikki, which one of these 4 maps are your favorites?
Actually, we've been talking about that yesterday. But yeah, it's going to be Card Contest simply because it's really fun. There is a lot of mechanics involved. And I know, Zero, your favorite is going to be Team Deathmatch because it's very upfront and you love that match.
Yeah, straightforward. It's just a show of strength across all the teams. And let's take a look at the journey of how all these teams got here to the semifinals. G Cup, they went through a couple of teams. They went through my team in the round of 32. That's Bacon. They defeated Mystic in the round of 16. They defeated Laparbo in the round of 8. And they're here in the semifinals. Islu 5-8 as well. They had a couple of challenges. They went to Game 7 against Dewa, but was able to defeat them in the final crucial game. Now, on the other side of the bracket that we won't be watching today, but instead we'll be watching it on Friday, will be OSIS versus Up To You. Now, OSIS is the defending champions. The members of OSIS comprises of the defending champions of the Odin Cup. So a lot of strong members there.
Yes, exactly. But yeah, you shouted to Team Bacon. Don't forget Team Bacon, guys. But for now, it's going to be G-Cup and Islud 5-8. I'm honestly excited. And now, we'll be showing you the matches. So September 4, that's today, 20:30 p.m. And yeah, you mentioned that it's a matter of proper timing and conserving your lineup, or probably countering the lineup or another one. But if you're gonna pick, which would you like to actually pick? Having the map advantage or having an advantage to counter the lineup of your opponent?
I think in a match where I feel like my team is stronger than your opponent, then I would like to have map choice, so that I get to prevent my opponent picking the more cheesier maps like Blood and Gold or the MVP map. But if my team is weaker, then I would like to have I would still like to have the map pick regardless, just because you can decide what you want to play in.
Exactly. Same thoughts here. I would definitely go for the map. It's simply because the lineup of the jobs in the meta, it's always pretty much the same. Like 2 sorcerers in a 5-man team, 2 sorcerers, a support, probably a performer, and then another DPS. So it's simply the same. So you want to have more advantage, and I think map really plays out huge role when it comes to advantage in our tournament.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be a little bit of a luck to see who gets map choice, but obviously it's not the be-all end-all. If you don't get map choice, you still have the option to counter your opponent's lineup, which can come into importance when you are trying to play the resource game. You see your opponent picking 2 of their strongest players on the map, then that is when you know, hey, this is the time to not send our strongest. We send maybe the second team and try and conserve the deployment count for the strongest of players, so that we can at least drag out the entire series longer. So it's about winning the war, not about just winning a single battle. So having second pick does allow you to have that information.
Yeah, that is a good point actually, and we've seen that strategies being played out during the playoffs, right? Wherein they tend to conserve their key players. You mentioned that you tend to tell the viewers aces, right? You call it aces.
Yeah, the
but yeah, the
aces.
key players, they tend to conserve them, and that is a good point actually, Zero. And I think we will be able to have a look at that or witness that being employed here when it comes to strategy between these two teams. Talking about GCAP and Isroot 5-8, two different teams. But I think the lineup is pretty much the same, right? For the jobs.
Yeah, they have their main damage dealers, which are going to be sorcerers. That's going to be on the side of GCAP, you've got Papa Bear, you've got Boyfriend, you've got Solitary Kid, you've got Angel Kid on that side. So 4 very strong damage dealers. While on the side of Isla 5-8, they're more, they have less, in terms of amounts, they have less damage dealers. They've got Woods, of course, their ace, and Gold Raid, which is who did change his job to a sorcerer, which is interesting enough because in the previous round, in the round of 8, he did play as a warlock, but today he's going to be competing as a sorcerer. And that's going to be very interesting to see. They also have one of the tankiest players in the entire game, which is Nyan Berry Armor. And there was, if you watched his games during the round of 8, there was an instance in time where when he was playing card contests, his entire team got wiped except for him. And he just, his role, he just stood in the card and the card did not move for 4 full minutes. It was just stuck there because they couldn't kill him. Just to show you guys who will be competing in the semifinals today from the side of Isloot 5-8. These are the 10 members in their roster that they do have. Of course, we talked about Woods, we talked about Nyanberry Armor as well as Gold Red. But the other members, we've got Zucker, we've got Mystic Max, Zico, Tokyo. There's 2 players named Gold Red, but there's only one real one, SKG as well on their side.
Yes, on the other hand, here in GCAP, I mean, I'm gonna pass it to you. You have go Zero.
Yeah, they got Recycle, you got Boyfriend, Beast, Solitary Kin, Archikins, Winnie the Pooh, Angel Kid, Papa Bear, Jay, and Big Rabbit. So yeah, this is gonna be a very interesting matchup. Let's can't wait to see what happens. Yeah, and that the lineup for the side of GCAP, like we said, V's, Boyfriend, Solitary Kin, Archikins, Papa Bear, Angel Kid, their main DPS dealers, and of course they've got the supports with Jay, Big Rabbit, Pooh, as well as Recycle, and their favorite map, which is surprisingly Blood and Gold, because I don't really see, it's not often that you see strong teams who likes to play in Blood and Gold. They tend to like, you know, Team Deathmatch or the rest, but hey, you know, if it's their favorite map, then you know you gotta know they got strategies for it.
Yes, thank you so much, Zero, for saving me back there. But yeah, Blood and Gold. This is pretty interesting. You mentioned that usually those teams who has an advantage, they tend to choose Team Deathmatch compared to Blood and Gold, and those who doesn't have a huge advantage would really go and play Blood and Gold. But now we're gonna move on to our next team. That's gonna be Isloot 5-8. We'll be showing you guys their jobs, their IGNs, and later on we will also be showing you their picks once the map has been revealed. So this is a best of 7, by the way, so you want to get at least 4, right? 4 points or within the series.
Nikki, during this That's the lineup for Izzet 5-8 there. Wooz and Gold Red. The Sorcerer is two of them. They are the aces for the side of Izzet 5-8. It's also got the supports, Nyamberry Armor. That's Account for Sale. That's his name before he changed his name. And Zico, Zucker, Tokyo, Mystic Max, SKG, as well as Imposter Gold Red. So which is the real Gold Red here, Nikki?
Ooh. And looking at their lineup, they have the Rams. 4 Dorams, 2 Sorks, Performers. They also have, 3 Sorcerers and Archbishops. I mean, if they're gonna use for the Rams, probably they're gonna be focusing all the utilities and support towards their Sorcerer to enable its pure DPS.
Yep. They have 2 Sorcerers, I believe, playing just mainly supportive as a supportive Doram, playing the Possessed build with Sea Vortex and all the supportive skills that he can bring out. So a different strategy compared to what G Cup has prepared in terms of the composition. They're mainly focused on buffing their hyper carries, right? Buffing Wooz, buffing Gold Red to make sure they can really do the things that they need to do as an ace.
Yeah, focusing on and enabling your main DPS or aces, your key players would be a good strategy against G-Cup. And let's find out how that's gonna play out in this tournament. And yeah, you mentioned the Possess. I haven't really watched tournament. I haven't really watched Idoram use that kind of build. It's a different one from the utility DPS Doram, right? So when you say Possess, is it like, I don't. Can I mention another game? No, I can't. It's like Angela. No.
It kind of, yes. You sort of merge as one with your with whoever of your choosing, and you give him buffs. You give in this case, you give him damage reduction, move speed, as well as having the utility to use some of your crowd control skills when you are possessing him as well. So that also allows you to survive longer, because then you'll not be using your own HP. But instead, you'll be using whoever you're possessing's health bars as your own. So that's going to be a very important thing to do, especially if you are as a Doram, you're not as strong as your opponent. Then this is probably the best build you can go for, just to provide a little bit more utility, as well as just being able to provide an impact to your team.
So since they have 4 Dorams, meaning to say they'll be assigning 1 Doram per DPS or key players or per ace. Okay, because some of the lineups I tend to see 4 Archbishop, wherein they tend to assign the support per DPS. So now, I think you're right. We'll be able to witness a Possess type kind of Doram here in our series, and this is really interesting. First match going to be team deathmatch, right?
Yep, it's going to be team deathmatch, and it's going to be blind picks as well, because you will not know what your opponent's roster is until you head into the game. So this is going to be important. The first opening map always sets the tempo for the rest of the series. Is the 5-8 going to come out punching with Wooz and Gold Red, or are they going to sit back a little, wait for G-Cup to use some of their deployment counts before sending their top players? So this is, we're gonna see on the side of G-Cup which lineup they're sending up in. Looks like they're gonna send out, haven't decided yet, but they're still switching things around. Papa Bear, Winnie the Pooh, V's boyfriend, Archerkins. Nope, Jay gets switched in, so they have double Rezzers in their team with Jay and Pooh, and that's gonna be what they're going for, it looks like. While on the other side, this is for the side of Izzet 5-8. Wooz Gold Red heading out straight away.
Yeah,
along with
they're gonna go all out.
All out it is. Not gonna hold any punches in the first game.
True, but it's going to be like a double-edged sword. If it's gonna like not gonna play out according to their plan, then that's gonna be bad. You've already wasted 1 deployment count for your team. But yes, you either, with this kind of lineup, opening lineup, you either go big or go home for Izzet 5-6. So yeah, this is going to be an interesting match. Both of the teams just giving their best. But going back to G-Cup's lineup, they have a mechanic. That's a mechanic, right?
Yep, it's a mechanic. Archerkins is on the mechanic.
What kind of synergy can a mechanic contribute to their lineup?
He provides, he's forcing their opponents to use things like Golem card or Cornodus card to make sure their armor as well as weapon don't break. So if they do, that means that their damage is going to be a lot weaker if they're going for things like the golem card. But if they're not going for the golem card, then they are running the risk of their equipment being broken. So that's forcing your opponents to react to that mechanic. And of course, mechanics are very tanky by their own right as well. So that's going to be very important in this match as we're heading into Team Deathmatch, the first match of this best of 7 of the semifinals, G Cup versus Islu 5-8.
I'm so bad with math, but I think the average is not that big, the difference between these teams. So yeah, let's see how it's gonna play out. Once again, to our dear viewers and adventurers, don't forget to share the live stream and keep on spamming your supportive message at the comment. Do it now and support your favorite team. Let's head into Team Deathmatch, our first match of the evening. Let's dive in.
Yep, in Team Deathmatch, it's all about killing your opponents 15 times, and it's like I said, like Nikki said, it's my favorite map because it's straightforward. There's no shenanigans you can pull. It's all about being stronger than your opponents, and looks like both teams are just running around across the map at the moment, trying to land these nice polar knights. Jay dropping down very low already, actually, almost falling, but gets healed up by Pooh.
Yeah, and Mystique here and the rest coming from Islet 5-8. Everyone's just so tanky. Everyone's well healed here by their supports. And still, we're 14. Moose has already killed BJ. And as we can see, all the skills are properly being utilized here. Even the buffs and the debuffs of our performers.
Yeah, 14-13 right now. Woos falls once again. Papa Bear gets the second kill. He did fall earlier on, so that's 1 point away. But right now, it seems like G Cup is running away with the match. Pooh does fall, but Papa Bear is on a tear. Already so many kills. They are trying to answer back here from the side of Islu 5-8, but the scoreline is starting to grow in a huge lead going towards the way of G Cup. 6 more lives left remaining. And that's the downfall here in Team Deathmatch. If you start losing members, it falls like dominoes. Just because it's a number advantage after that.
Exactly, and there's no more rescue for their team. Last 4 lives coming from Islut 5-8, and Papa Bear is on a rampage here, and Boyfriend as well dominating the game here. 13-3 down to 3. What are they gonna do? It's just so hard. You mentioned the momentum. And I think that has been the downfall when the supports or the resu holders has been killed 3 times.
Yeah, it's a lot about targeting as well. If you target the right members early on, it means that you're able to reduce their rest counts, and that was a swift victory there for G Cup. It looked a bit sketchy at the start. The scoreline was pretty even at the start, but once G Cup got rolling, they just completely rolled over for the side of Islu 5-8 in the opening match. So very decisive victory, and it might come back to bite Islu 5-8 for using both their aces so early.
Yeah, and perfect chemistry and synergy coming from Papa Bear and his team. G Cup has won that game number 1 for our series. And now the stats here. Stats don't lie. Look at that. 11 kills, Papa Bear on a roll there. Boyfriend 2 with 5. And also, the assists are also remarkable coming from G Cup. You mentioned that during the start of the match or the game, it's almost kind of, they are at par and at the same. Yeah, they kind of look even, but now I fully understood that you really need to target the resu holders, the supports, in order for your team to actually dominate the game.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why, priests run such a crucial, important role. You got to protect your priest. You have to make sure that he's not being chased down, not being targeted. But it's easier said than done in the Team Deathmatch map. Just because it's so small, there's not a lot of places you can hide, and sorcerers can move pretty fast as well. So first game going towards the way of G Cup. Is this for a forewarning of what's about to come here, Nikki, for this entire series?
Well, that was an upset, honestly speaking, since Islut 5-8 already gave out I think that is their star lineup. But yeah, they still can come back. I don't know if this is a forewarning, but hopefully there's always a comeback for Islut 5-8. And what I really learned during that match is that G Cup is really good when it comes to destroying the composition, or how do you call it? There's the turtle. How do you call that?
They
They keep on
are
kiting. Yeah, position. They're good when it comes to destroying the position, going for the backlines, the supports, and
Mhm.
eventually just destroying and wreak havoc the position. Yeah, because they
Yeah,
keep on
that's
having a turtle strategy there.
yeah. That's what the mechanics are for as well. Diving to the back lines, just wrecking it, making sure that their entire positioning is wrong, and that is definitely an important part of why G Cup was able to win. And this is our second promo code for the night, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure
Wow.
you redeem this right now. Thor Top 4, which is what we're watching right now. 2 Badge of High Noon. Ooh, that's pretty good. 2 statue selection box Ds, and of course 300 diamonds as well. So Thor Top 4 redeeming in game right now, and make sure your friends tune in to watch the rest of the Thor Cup matches as well.
Yes, and I'm just going to remind everyone to share and drop your UID together with your supportive message in the comment section. Keep on sharing the live stream because when we hit certain milestones, the rewards just keep on getting better. Wow.
Yep. Absolutely. Once you just be here also to support your favorite teams. I'm pretty sure a lot of you have put down wagers on either team
Oh
or the
yeah,
other.
talking about wagers.
So make sure you're here to support them. Watch them fight for their lives, their tournament lives. This is a single elimination format, so whoever loses here is out, and whoever wins will be moving on to the Season 2 finals that will be happening this weekend.
Yeah, we're not pressuring everyone, but that's
No pressure at all.
That's what's at stake here in our semifinals, and you wanna actually prolong your stay and your journey towards the grand finals on Sunday, and prove that you are one of the best from top 32 now down to top 4. In a bit, we will be showing you guys. Am I correct? Correct me if I'm wrong. We're gonna dive into Blood and Coins. That's the second map.
It's going to be not decided yet because it will only be decided when the match starts first. So it's a little bit of a mystery for everyone, especially for the teams. They get to re-strategize right now during this little bit of short break time so that they are able to decide, hey, which map gives us the best chance to win, and what sort of composition we want to use in those maps. And for the players who we are sending out, what are the deploy counts as well? Those are very important information that they need to consider across both their 10 members.
Yeah, and you mentioned like this game is like a chess game wherein you strategize and mind games as well. Because during our first game, there are still reserve players for G Cup that has not played, like Kid, right, and the rest. And for Islut 5-8, they've already sent out their best lineup. For match number 2, it's either they give their all once again in order for them to reclaim their momentum, or can they lie low and send in their team 2? That is a question. So I cannot really answer for them, but I'm kind of aggro when it comes to strategy. I want to give up the best again to just get the momentum. But how about you, Zero? What could be a proper strategizing for Islut 5-8 for our game number 2?
I think they have to decide, the matches that they can win and try and win those matches, because trying to continuously run your head into a brick wall is probably not the best way to try and move on to the top 4. But hey, it's anybody's game. Sometimes you have to take risks, go big or go home, which is something that you need to think about and do. So we'll see what Islut 5-8 decide to go for, because if I remember correctly, from the matches that they've showcased previously that I've watched, they do have a very solid strategy coming in towards the strategic point of view, the chess game that everybody is trying to play. They're pretty good at playing that game. So let's see what they have in store, because if they don't have something special prepared for G Cup, then G Cup will just run them over.
I couldn't agree more. Exactly. And knowing that they still have a few more deployment counts for their top players, so I think there's still chances for everyone. Talking about chances, it's not just our players who has a chance at prizes and rewards. You guys watching at home already also has chances to win rewards. So keep on sharing the live stream. And going back, we have different Yeah, I mean, it's almost the same, right? Almost the same kind of lineup.
Yep, it is. And it looks like it will be Islut 5-8's choice of map. It's gonna be, look, they haven't locked it in yet, but it looks like it might be Shapeshift Ops, which is going to be the MVP map. This is the map where you have the option of picking your weaker members so that one, you get to balance the deploy count, and two, because of how strong the MVPs are, you have a chance to cheese out a win in this map. So, Islo 5-8, knowing that they don't have the numbers on their side, they are going to try and cheese out a win here in Shapeshift.
Yes, and for G Cup, knowing, I think they've already predicted what's gonna happen next for game number 2. Especially, Islut 5-8 will be the ones to pick the map. I think they're gonna predict that. For now, they will be using, I mean, Boyfriend. This is going to be Boyfriend and Archiekins. This is going to be their second, if ever. Oh, no, they won't be locking that. All right, this is a fresh new lineup. Team 2 right now. Still, I mean, Big and Resiful doesn't have much of DP as compared to the remaining members of G Cup, but still, I think this kind of lineup would really suffice for Shapeshift Ops.
Yeah, for sure. Big does run the possess build. He's always possessing Vs and allowing Vs to really stand in the front line, be the bruiser, be the tanker, as well as allowing him to chase people across the map, which is very important here for Shapeshifts, because you don't want players to get the MVPs. You just want to chase them around the map, get kills on them, and Vs is
this
he's the perfect guy to do that. Yeah,
is this a Rune Knight? Wow, I think I haven't seen plenty of Rune Knights playing for Thor Cup, so this is really fresh for me. And knowing that he'll be on possess mode, it's gonna be just like like a bulldozer running over people. But let's find out, how will Islut 5-8 be able to stop G Cup from gaining more points in our series? You mentioned that Shapeshift Ops, for, I don't want to say weaker teams, but those teams that are at a disadvantage, they could really opt for getting the MVP, MVP scrolls.
Yeah, that's probably the best way to play if you have the lineup which is at a disadvantage. So let's see if let's see if Islut 5 is going to be able to do this in this map. But here they're going very aggressively here from the side of G Cup. They're diving in. Terminal Wings dropped everywhere. Polar Knights, the damage. SKG already falling. Osiris card has proc everybody. SKG dies. Mystic Max dies again. Tokyo is dead as well. So plenty of points already. 4. Wuss is dead as well. Osiris card keeps him alive for a few more seconds, but he does get killed off there by the side of G Cup.
No more sustain for that team. Resiful here on the Dark Lord there. And just when we thought that Islut 5-8 will be getting the MVP, no, they won't be able to do so. V's here critically low, but still will be sustained by Big. And that is really a huge play coming from G Cup there, saving their teammates 18-2. And this is just so hard for Islut 5-8 to come back. Look at all those numbers and damage, 0.
That's so serious for you. The attack speed, the damage you can do to a single target is a lot, and they are really pulling far ahead in terms of the points. 22-5 right now. G Cup holding a huge lead. But hey, if they're able to, if the side of Islut 5-8 is able to get some MVPs and get some crucial kills, they might be able to catch up with this point differential. It's not that big yet here, Nikki.
Exactly. 24-5, they still can make a comeback, but they need to regroup. It's just so hard for them to go against Kid and the rest. Look at all those skills. They cannot even go through that kind of position from G Cup. Big here, just still supporting these, and it's just so hard for Islut 5-8. They need to regroup. They need to push forward as a group and secure an MVP. But now Stormy Knight will be secured once again by G Cup here.
Yeah, Wuss getting a lot of kills there. They're evening up the points. The Stormy Knights, like you said, really very painful there with the Ice Path. And they are getting very close to at least tying this game. This is scary here for the side of G Cup if they're not careful. If they lose a couple of these members, when the timer runs out, then they might find themselves down this map because 3-point differential is basically just a single kill. It's not a huge lead, and now they're tied 32-32. It's the 5-8 putting up a fight right now.
They were able to get that bloody night and everything turned to their tables, especially Woo's killing and wrecking havoc, but Tokyo will be killed there. 42-35, still giving a gap here. You mentioned if they are not careful enough, it's not gonna play out to their plan, but still it's not yet over. Still it's over. 42-37, still quite close. They can still win this if they can continue what Woos is doing, getting a kill streak and eventually killing Kid, Resival Beast, and Solitary Kim. And it's just Big who's left here in our arena.
It's crazy. The Stormy Knights are the strongest MVP in this map, and they managed to get 3 of them. The damage that they are combining is absolutely huge, and that's allowing this Loot 5-8 to really come back in this game. They are in the lead, and all they need to do right now is keep running. Just keep running, just keep surviving, don't die, and they can win this game. This is going to be a huge upset here for the side of G Cup if they lose out on this game. And it's a 6-point lead right now, and not much time left on the timer here, Nikki.
Yeah, not much time left, but let's find out if they'll be able to pull off this pull this one off. But I think they need to secure an MVP, and look what Solitary Kim is doing. Just going after solo kills, just stopping Islud 5-8 from getting MVPs, and that is a wise choice coming from Solitary Kim, stepping up right now.
But he falls. Woos gets a kill on Twist once again. 4-point lead.
Whoa,
right now, Woos, the MVP of this match. He's got so many kills right now. He must make sure he doesn't fall, because if he falls, that's a lot of points given the other way. He's dropping very low. He'll drop down very low, but right now they're chasing him. Woos might be in some trouble. They know that all they need to do is finish him off.
45 seconds.
Rabbit will fall. 45 seconds left. 55 points there for Islud 5-8. Can they do this? Angel Kid falls.
Last 5.
30 seconds left. Who's gonna get this map? It's still too close to call. If Woos does fall, that's at least 9 points given away. So that's gonna tie up the game. Terminal Wings drop. Solitary King does fall. 3 more points.
Last 3.
Can Islud 5-8 get this? Terminal Wings drop down. They need to kill these MVPs. MVPs are worth a lot of points.
Yeah.
Can they get the Woos? Get falls. 4 HP left.
Kid,
this is too close.
There,
Kid falls.
53-57, but make it 60, and that's going to be the end of it. Islud 5-8 with a photo finish. Super close and intense match. Wow. Zero, I honestly enjoyed the match that I wasn't even shoutcasting it anymore. Sorry, Zero.
That's absolutely crazy. I mean, this upset, we talked about how cheesy this map can be. This is the map where you want to pick if you're the weaker team, and Islud 5-8 just showed how you play this map perfectly. Get as many Stormy Knights as possible. Just run them over. Woos with 45 points gained for his entire team. What an absolute beast.
Absolute beast. I don't want to say that he carried his teammates, but you have to massage Woos back, because 45, 16, and 5, that is just so amazing and commendable. But yeah, what an upset. Just when I thought the G Cup was kind of dominating the game and getting all the MVPs at the early to the mid part of the game, and Woos just stepped up and killing one after another and securing the MVPs for his teammates, and that's the time wherein they were able to actually get a good footing in our game.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's going to scare G Cup a little bit, just because how they were able to easily get a map away from them, and that's going to wake them up a little bit. And right now, Islud 5-8, sure, Woos only has 1 more entry left remaining in the entire in his entire 3 maps. But hey, getting a win there is the most important thing.
Yeah, I'm talking about momentum, and momentum captured, and they were able to get that and stopped G Cup from getting another game in our series. Wow, we're tied up 1-1 in our series of best of 7. That was really exciting match to witness. I hope you guys are feeling the same excitement that we do while watching that one. And now you mentioned that it's kind of like a wake-up call for G Cup, but hold that thought, because we have another wake-up call to everyone. We have a new promo code.
Yep, ROO Thor Cup 8. It's got 10 3-star dishes. That's pretty good. Diamonds as well. So make sure you claim this and share with your friends as well to redeem these prizes for yourself, and that's gonna allow your character to grow a little more as well.
What are your thoughts with that match? And knowing that Woos has only one deployment left.
That's going to be a little bit scary there for the side of Islu58. He is one of your two aces, and having him down to his last entry in the entire best of 7 is going to scare them a little bit. But hey, they still have Go Red, they still have Nyamberry armor, they still can pull up upsets if they get the map choice. So that's going to definitely be a concern for the side of Islu58. But hey, the morale, sometimes getting the morale for a team is much more important.
It's worth it. It's worth it. I think Woos will be, patting his back. Everyone's patting his back, massaging his back. It's worth it. 45 kills. I think he went beast mode back then, because we've seen him like going around the map and looking for potential targets. And I mentioned that look at all the numbers stacking from the damage dealt by the sorcerers. So wow, that's just so huge.
Absolutely, it's a great performance there from Islu58, and right now it's going to create a little bit of a little bit of concern for the side of G Cup, because now they know that hey, our opponents are pretty good in playing the MVP map. They know how to play it. They know how to play around the MVPs, and that is going to worry them a little bit, because if the dice doesn't roll in their favor and they get another MVP map, boy oh boy, that is when things get scary.
Yeah, definitely concerning for G-Cup, but hopefully for our game number 3 would be another intense and interesting game. Especially, that these teams, they can come back, especially Islu58, they can come back, and G-Cup as well. Yeah, pretty interesting since we're gonna go back. Are we gonna go back to that match?
No, it's going to be another random roll to decide who has map choice and who gets to pick their lineup second. So it's still up in the air. Sometimes, when you're unlucky, you're not lucky, and who knows, we might see another MVP map being selected here from Islu58 if they win the coin toss. So yeah, we'll see what happens there. There is still some time before the next match starts, so that is going to give a little bit of time for both teams to decide what map they're going to play in the next map and what sort of lineup they're going to put in. Because G-Cup, they came into this semifinals probably expecting themselves to go 4-0 for a quick 4-0. That's what a lot of people are expecting. But Islu58 definitely opened their eyes in the previous match.
Yeah, definitely. Everyone's eyes, mine too, was so wide open watching the game. And, as it unfolds during that matchup, it was like a roller coaster of emotions, from G-Cup having the lead, then tossing it back to Islu58 having the lead, so on and so forth. And it was just so close, a matter of, was it like 7 points?
Towards the end, they were 40. Yeah, I think they were like 50 to 57 before they got the last kill. That was definitely anyone's game. Killing Woos there could have gotten them 8 points.
Yeah,
and that would have been
was so low, right? Woos was so low during that time, and I think the rest of Islu58, they just keep on sustaining and supporting Woos, because you really have to enable your ace or your key player when it comes to that kind of matchup. But yeah, you mentioned about the dice roll, and hopefully next match, let's find out what kind of map. So now it's really interesting that your strategy and your mechanics, your synergy with your team, it just depends on the map.
Yep, absolutely. There's a lot of considerations when it comes to the map choice as well as the lineup you have remaining, because right now you only have Woos with 1 entry left remaining. Mystic Max also only has 1 entry left remaining. So these are a point of concerns for the side of Islu58. They need to try and figure out a way in the long run on how to win this entire series, because it's looking very possible. They just need a bit of luck as well as proper planning to make it there.
proper planning and luck, and I think that our players are just strategizing and setting up, preparing for the next match. That's going to be match number 3. If you just tuned in, Dear Adventurers, this is a best of 7 series, and whoever wins or get 4 points out of 7, they will be advancing to our grand finals on Sunday. So now is the moment that we're all been waiting for, Zero, the map selection.
Yep, map number 3 is about to start with both teams currently getting only 1 point. It is still anybody's game at this point. But the concern here for Isla 5-8 is that Wuz has only one last entry.
Yeah.
They have to be prepared. They have to know when is the best time to put him in. And it's going to be G-Cup's map choice. They're definitely not going to go for the Shapeshift Ops. They're going to go for the card contest.
My favorite. This is my favorite one. And probably if this is going to be the map 0, Isrud 5-8 will be deploying. I forgot the IGN of the tank, one of their tanky player you mentioned a while ago for Isrud 5-8. For Isrud 5-8,
Nyanberry armor.
Nyanberry.
Yes. Yeah, this is the map you want to put him in. He is going to be causing trouble, not by killing people, but by just surviving way too long. And this is the map you want to put him in. And let's see, they are going to, for the side of Isla 5-8, they're going to rest Wuz for now, save his last entry for later. They're not going to put in Nyanberry armor, it seems, and they're going to decide to go for SKG, Tokyo, Zucker, and Zeko. So if you look at the lineup they're putting out, they know they are second pick, so they get to see the lineup of their opponent, and they have decided that, hey, this match is unwinnable. Let's save some of our entries for our crucial members to try and win in the future. And just they're try. Even though you lose the battle, sometimes you need to lose the battle to win the war.
Yeah, because this is a best of 7. There's still a lot of games to be played for the evening. You are correct there, Zero. Why play games that you can't win? I don't want to say that, but yeah, why play or push for games that you can't win? But there's always a chance. We won't know what's gonna be the upset here. But yeah, looking at G-Cup's lineup, having the advantage of knowing your opponent's lineup for Eastwood 5-8, this is a very wise choice.
Yep, sometimes it's not retreating; it's tactical maneuvers, as some people like to say.
Technical maneuver. I like that. I like that term. Okay, I'll be using that in my vocab right now from now on. That's technical maneuver. All right.
Yep.
This is the second time for Archkins, right? And the Papa Bear. And heading on to our match number 3 here for the series game number 3 between G-Cup and Eastwood 5-8. We are here at card contest. Let's begin.
Yep, it's all about surviving here in this map. If you have one single member left alive on the card, they cannot get any ground on it. So this is where fighting around as a team, not chasing for kills, but trying to get the right targets, try to aim for the correct members is going to be very important. And let's see if they're able to do that as they're entering the cart in the middle of the map right now. Terminal Wings being dropped around, trying to wipe them out. Good positioning. Terminal Wings not really doing any damage.
Yeah.
The cart has moved a little bit though, heading down the stairs already. So the points are going towards the way of
the blue team.
Of the blue team right now, which is
G-Cup. Yeah, exactly. But SKGZ will be down, and another one coming from Eastwood. So less 2 people to actually contest the card contest there. They had on really strong. Papa Bear and his team, they had on really strong. And what you mentioned, targeting the essential players from the opponent, and that's gonna be the backline, always the supports, so that they won't be able to enable their DPS. And that's what Papa Bear is doing in this kind of clash.
Yeah, but we have to remember, this is the map that Isla 5-8 decided that it was not worth fighting with our core members. So they're not putting their strongest members. They're trying to conserve their deployment counts for the future to try and win in the future. So, losing this map is expected there for Isla 5-8 in order for them to stand a chance to win in the next few games. So, even though if they lost here, I don't think that Isla 5-8 will be feeling too bad.
Yeah, it's not of a big impact. it's expected that Papa Bear will be dominating this map. That's why they deployed their second team, and they've been wiped every now and then. But I think I mean, the very fact that they still come back and they're not backing down is still remarkable and commendable for Eastwood 5-8. They're still playing it. But yeah, this is just for show for us, and a very, very fast push coming from G Cup.
Yeah, you never know. Sometimes, you get a bit lucky. Your opponents get a full hit of steam. They're chasing you around trying to get kills, and you might be able to use the mechanics across the map to teleport the cart back to the middle position and maybe stage a comeback. You never know unless you try. You miss every shot you don't take. So that's why they're still trying here.
Wise words coming from Zero. You miss the shots that you don't take, guys. So always take the risk and take the shot. But I couldn't really agree more when you mentioned that sometimes a team tend to overcommit because of overconfidence, and when they get wiped, it's just so hard for them to revive simply because their spawn point is so far from the cart.
Yep, exactly. So it's gonna be important that you don't spread too far, you don't commit too far, which is exactly what G Cup went for. They went for the safe win. They didn't go for kills. They went for the win, and win they shall. 2-1 in the lead right now in this best of 7 series, and G Cup, they have. We talked about teams having 2 aces, 3 aces. G Cup has like 8 aces, so they're not too worried about the deployment counts.
Actually. So even if they abuse and use Papa Bear, they still have other players. They still have your boyfriend. They still have kid and the rest. So yeah, that's true. And this is an expected win coming from G Cup, closing that game with 2-1 lead against Eastwood 5-8. And now we have the status here, our stats, Papa Bear, with 14 kills. 14
kills for him. But ultimately, this map is not about kills. It's about pushing the cart. Definitely played a huge impact though in getting the cart as far as he did. Well, on the other side, for the side of Eastwood 5-8, they weren't able to get any kills, but this was expected from them. They didn't expect to win this map. If they won this map, that would have been a surprise for them. But hey, that this was all in their plans. It's now about executing in the future.
Technical maneuver. It's planned, everyone. It's planned accordingly by Eastwood 5-8. But yeah, this is just our game number 3. We still have more matches to be played for the evening and more mind games to be played by our contestants. Somehow, as we dive into our best of 7 series 0, it's just so it's getting less of strategizing, since you get to know those players who only has 1 more chance to play or 2 more chances for deployment. So that's a good information that they can actually eliminate once they've already used all of their 3 deployments.
Yeah, absolutely. The goal is clear now. The game plan is clear. They get to if they've been keeping track, they know that they can predict who's coming up next just by the amount of deployment counts they have left in for their team. So that leaves G Cup in a better spot, knowing that hey, Wuz has 1 entry. He's gonna choose it carefully to enter, and even though they might not get second pick, they know that there's probably only 1 more chance for them to win a map. But once they don't have Wiz or this gold rate anymore, they won't be able to win any of these games.
Yeah, and I think the match up next will be kind of crucial for Eastwood 5-8 to actually just tie the series for now 2-2, right? I think that's going to be really crucial series. And so if we're gonna expect or think like that, probably they're gonna deploy their aces, their star players once again. But they can fake it. But yeah, and there's a lot of mind games, and even us commentators here are also having mind games. But hold that mind games, because we have more promo codes for you guys. Wow.
Make sure you redeem it right now with Thor Power. you get to get 300 diamonds, 1 statue F selection box, as well as 2 more badges of High Noon. So with Thor power, make sure you redeem this in game right now and upgrade those pet equipments because those give a lot of good stats as well.
Yeah, follow Zero because he keeps on collecting all the promo codes for you guys.
All of them.
Right?
I am a promo code hoarder. I try and get every single one because those resources that they give are very important to upgrade your character. So I try to not miss a single one. Make sure you guys do the same as well.
Yeah, promo code hoarder. But yeah, that's a good practice. So hope you guys will also share the promo code to your friends. And once again, follow Zero because he has all the promo codes. And share the live stream because we have milestones. And all you have to do is to drop your UID together with your supporting message. It could be like a cheer for your favorite team or just shout out or probably hashtag Zero Buffs. We don't know. But yeah, just drop it at the comment section.
Yep, make sure you support your teams. Make sure you get your voices heard because it's going to be, teams like to watch. Players like to see that. They like to see people supporting them on the stream. They like to see people supporting them on the Discord. So make sure you're part of the Discord community as well, because all the information for Thor Cup, the upcoming Valkyrie Cup, and all the other events in Ragnarok Online Origin is going to be posted there.
Yeah, and talking about they want to see them, they want to hear them. So huge shout out to my friend from Monarch. Shout out to Monarch. Beef Tapa Moon, shout out. Zero, do you have any shout out from your guild or your Team Bacon?
Yes, they are watching now. They are they are pretty excited because the last few times that I was streaming about the Thor Cup, they were in the chat. So yeah, they are definitely watching now. So shout out to my guild, Mirage in Frontera 7 to 9, and of course everyone watching as well, wherever you are watching from, whether it's noon, night, or early in the morning. Thank you for supporting the Thor Cup and all the players as well.
All right, so we are about to head in straight to game number 4.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always getting. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is this a deathmatch?
It is a death match. This is a death match for game number 4, but both teams will not know what lineup their opponent is sending out. So that's going to be a little bit of a mystery. That's something that they have to think about. But for the side of G Cup, they've been sticking to the same game plan. They're alternating players every few maps to make sure everybody has the same amount of deployment count. Because Woos only has one more entry, and Gold Raid only has 2 more entries, so they have to save these for a rainy day. They can't really just use them in this deathmatch, especially if they're not sure, if they're not confident that they can win the next match.
Yeah, especially we know how crucial the next match will be for Islut 5-8, and knowing that a death match kind of match, just simply showing all the prowess, how dominant you are when it comes to head-on 5v5 battle in an arena. So yeah, I'm still thinking of it if they're gonna stick. I think G Cup would give out their best lineup for this game, simply because they have a good head start, like they have an advantage 2-1. But for Islut 5-8, I couldn't really think if they're gonna go and also bring out their best lineup, knowing that Woos is already left with 1 deployment left. So yeah, this is kind of tricky for Islut 5-8. I couldn't really decide for them.
It's a tough situation to be in for sure. You've got not much chances left. You're down 2-1. If you lose this deathmatch, you are 1 game away from being eliminated. So that's going to be a cause of concern for you. So this is where you have to risk it, whether you think that, hey, we will try to win this series down 3-1, or do you want to tie the series up now?
Well, everyone wants to tie it up. More games for us to witness and more promo codes for everyone, right? Right, viewers? So now we will be showing you the selection. No more stalling from Zero and Nikki. Here is the selection. It's not yet locked, right, Zero? Not yet locked.
Yeah, lineup is not locked yet, but it is going to be team deathmatch. And if the strategy has been shown there for G Cup is that they will be alternating their lineup. They're making sure that everybody has the same amount of deployments so that they don't mess themselves up. While for Isle 5-8, what are they gonna go
Oh,
for?
that was so fast.
I didn't
think
see
that's
what they
Team
locked in.
2. Is it Team 2? Oh, not yet.
Yeah, for Isle 5. No, this is for the side
G-Cup.
of G Cup. They're gonna put in big Recycle Beast, Angel Kit, and Solitary Kin. So still a very strong lineup. You've got Angel Kit there, you've got Kin there as well. Two very strong sorcerers. While on the other side here is a 5-8 Zico, Zucker, Nyanberry Armor, and Gold Red will be playing it out here. So still, they are also trying to even out the deployment counts here for the side of Isle 5-8. So making sure that Wooz and Gold Red has
they're still
one
conserving.
more fight for them.
Yeah, that is correct. They're just evening out all the deployment counts and conserving whatever cards they still have at hand for game for the latter game. But yeah, it's I don't know, but I think they're just gonna rely on the dice roll for better map. At least it's not deathmatch, right?
The next match will definitely not be deathmatch, but it's going to come down to a. I mean, the match after this will not be deathmatch.
Yes.
So it's going to come down to a roll of the dice to see if Isle 5-8 is able to get another MVP map that they've shown they have strategies for. But here, it's going to be straightforward. It's going to be fast. Team deathmatch here. G Cup leading 2-1 right now. And if they win this match, they will be up one game away. That will be match and series point for the side of G Cup. And they are starting this game with a bang. Oblivions being dropped everywhere. Terminal Wings as well. That's the Polar Knight version. That's the max damage, max stun version. And it's dealing so much damage. V's out of SP though.
Wow, I was stunned with that kind of visuals, that graphics. So that's the max. Do you have that already, Zero?
Yep,
Nice.
that is level 3 Terminal Wings. Big, dropping down very low, almost falling. Gore will be the first one to fall. Can he get rezzed up? Yes, he does. Zucker falls though. So that's one of his supports dead. He gets resurrected as well. So
nice.
no points taken away. Holding on right now is Isle 5-8. They're not losing any points. Good reses from the supports, keeping everybody alive, even though they're dying. But the pieces are starting to die. Two players are dead. They weren't resurrected. So right now, G Cup in the lead for 2 points. And once these kills start to stack up, that's when you just start the domino effect. Because you are out of just down in numbers.
Exactly. I'm looking at more firepower coming from Isle 5-8, but that's just so impossible for them. Especially they have Performer, Tudorams, and an Archbishop here. So we're kind of lucky with the firepower, and now goes the crumble and how they crumble. Solitary Kim killing and dominating one after another, and Kid also contributing to that kill. 15-8 here, no, make that 7, and they're just holding to their dear life as there's no more support, or I mean resu coming from the Archbishop.
Yeah, 5 HP left, 5 health points left there for the side of Isle 5-8 as the priest has no more res. Only Zico left remaining. He's not gonna live long for this world. Four more left, and that's Nyanberry Armor, the last man standing. Is he trying to drag out this game? No, he's dead, and that's going to be the lead taken once again and extended here for the side of G Cup as they are one win away from moving on to the finals of the season 2 for Thor Cup.
That is true. Coming closer to our series, G Cup once again reigning victorious with that death match. I mean, at least Isle 5-8, they still gave their best, but they still have their aces to be playing for the next match, and I think it's just up to luck and dice roll what kind of map will be given to them. If it's going to be another shapeshift up, then that's gonna be into their advantage, but I believe that GCAF has already learned their lesson as well.
Yeah, they would definitely have be a bit more prepared than they were in the previous game. So it's one final chance here for the side of Isle 5-8. Only one more entry left for Wooz and Gold Red, and they need to use that to their best advantage. But regardless, even if they do win the next match, it's going to take a miracle here for Isle 5-8 to be able to force us to a game number 7.
Yes. That is correct. And just looking at the stats, really quick here for the team that match fight between these two teams. Kid, hi, Angel Kid with 14 kills here, and Solitary Kim with 7, and everyone's just contributing to their team.
Yep, everybody's chipping in there. Recycle, plenty of assists, and even V's getting a kill for himself. Definitely a good match there for the side of G Cup. Very one-sided, I would say. They didn't really lose any of the members. Couldn't get any kills there from the side of Isle 5-8, so they're down to their last legs here. 3-1 is the current score. One game away from moving on to the finals to meet either the winners of OSIS or the side of Islu 3-4. So plenty of Islu guilds still competing here in the top 4.
Yeah, still plenty of Islets. Don't worry, guys. But are you from what server are you from again?
Frontera.
We're from Frontera. Hi, shout out to everyone who's watching. Just want to shout out all the guilds that currently watching. Zero, I'm currently reading their supportive message at the comment section. Guys, don't forget to put your UID as well.
Yeah, make sure you get those in, and of course, if you are here watching the stream, you will be the first to claim these promo codes. This is already the 4th one we've given away today, Nikki, and it is ROO Thor S2. That's ROO Thor S2 Season 2, and there is diamonds, there is potion packs, and there is more statue D boxes for you to claim.
Alright, so thank you so much guys for supporting the stream. Keep on sharing so that we can hit the milestones, and we are drawing closer to I don't want to say the finale of the series, but we're drawing closer because GCAP already has. Let's have a recap for GCAP. They already have 3 points up to their belts in our series. This is a best of 7. On the other hand, Islu 5-8 only has 1 point in our whole series. They need to turn the tides into their favor, and I believe this is the perfect timing for them to actually deploy their best of the best, their aces. But it's really predictable now. Super predictable that they're gonna put their best lineup.
For sure. This is the last hurrah here for the side of Isle 5-8. If they don't win this game, it doesn't matter how many entries their aces have left. So this is where they go all out to try and win this game. And like you said, it's predictable because of the situation they are in, and G Cup is not going to give them the chance to try and cheese it out. If they get the map choice, then they're just going to pick out card contests to make sure that they are in a good spot. If they do not have map choice, then they'll just pick their 5 strongest members to try and win the game straight off the bat.
For sure.
So not much chances left there for Isle 5-8 to really make a miracle happen.
Yeah, and talking about miracle, I think everyone needs a miracle right now because I think for G Cup, I think they're gonna deploy their best of the best. I think if they're gonna if they're gonna go with the alternate, then they'll be doing the team 1. But if they want to seal the deal, finally getting 4-1, they need to also deploy their best of the best. But chances are, since Isle 5-8 is also going to deploy their best of the best, and if another upset would happen, I'm not jinxing it, but if that happens, if you're gonna strategically play the whole series, you can go for the alternate strategy and wait for Isle 5-8 to actually lose the deployment counts for their ace player and just do their best on the next match after this. What do you think?
That makes sense as well. There's plenty of ways to go about it here if you are the side of G Cup. Just because you're leading, you're not in any real stress or pressure. You know that, hey, I can play it safe and win regardless. So that might be the route they're going for. But if I know the members of G Cup, they're not going to take this lightly. They're going to try and win whenever they can. So this is going to be interesting to see who they send out, because that's going to be a very defining factor in this match.
Yeah, can I just shout out some people in the chat because they have really funny comments. Shout out to Nicola Arceo. Shout out to everyone that's watching. Shout out to my friends who's currently watching. Oh, Chow said, "Go David, go David." I think is he your guildmate? But yeah, he's cheering on David. David's not even competing. Just kidding.
Already lost.
No. All right. Shout out to Outlast Guild. I'm really happy to see a lot of viewers watching us and supporting the tournament for Cup.
Yep, for sure. It is. It's great to see so many players, so many of the audience out there. If I saw like what 2,000 players, 2,000 people watching the stream on YouTube. So that
I haven't seen the numbers yet. I'm just looking at the comment section. How do you see the numbers though?
There's an amount of viewers below it, so that's a lot of people supporting G Cup as well as is the 5-8 right here. So that's
I was just looking at the comment section.
It's going to be a very good fight between both of them. 3-1 right now. If you just tune in, the score is 3-1 to the side of G Cup. If you put your coins on G Cup, you should be feeling pretty happy about yourself right now. But you know, one final map, we will never know who wins until we see the last fight, and it's about to start right now, Nikki, as we are going to head into it's going to be
Here we
a
go.
shape again. It's the 5-8 choice.
Ooh, I think this is it. I think they'll be regaining their confidence, especially for Islut 5-8, simply because they won the first Shape Ops map. They're gonna regain their confidence here, but knowing that they're gonna deploy most of... This is going to be the last deployment for most of them. Looking at how much remaining deployments they have, everyone's down to 1. And this is very balanced.
Yeah, they are. This is their last, probably the last ditch effort here. And G Cup, looking at the map, they're like, oh, dang it, it's Shape again. We lost the last one, and you know, but I think that they will be a bit more prepared compared to the previous one. They know that Wooz is definitely coming out here for sure. And but looks like they're not going to change the lineup. They're using the same lineup that was facing in the previous round. So let's see if anything changes. Maybe a game plan change. Maybe it's maybe they are that confident. Maybe they realize the mistakes they did in the first round. So let's see what happens here in this potential last game for this semifinals of the Thor Cup.
I think it's gonna go like 2 ways. First one is that they're gonna come back. This is gonna be the revenge arc for this lineup. Kid V's a while ago, since Wooz has wrecked them during that match. Or this is another part of their strategy. You mentioned the tactical maneuver. So I think they're gonna just like let Islut 5-8 to just have Wooz play and gather one more point in the series, but then after this match, Wooz won't be playing. And that would kind of be a secured win for G Cup, but a long match. So they opt to like prolong it until the game number. What game are we already? I forgot.
Game 5. We're in game 5 here, Nikki. It's
game
been
6.
We're almost there. Like we never expected a game 7. Seeing the lineups here, but hey, Islut 5-8 is keeping things very interesting here in this match.
Go.
But let's see if Islut 5-8 is able to extend their tournament life just a little bit longer, or will G Cup end it right here and now in this map? And we do see one of them already picking up the Stormy Knight. That's the strongest MVP in this map, and that's going to be very important to provide your teams with the damage. I think it was Recycle that picked that up, so that's going to be the Priest having the amount of damage. Well, Zico and Mystic Max does fall. 2 kills already going towards the way of G Cup, so they take the lead. But in the previous game, they also took the lead, but still fell to Wooz later on. Wooz falling though, Wooz dying, Wooz dead. Kin gets the kill on towards him.
Yes, a no kill right now, 6-0. This is kind of a slow start. I think they've already learned their lesson there, and they're actually doing right now. But Wooz is still being the menace that he is, going for the backline. But Kid will be going up against him. I think this is the plan here. They have a person to actually look out for Wooz.
Just making sure that he doesn't have free reign, he doesn't do the damage that he can. Wooz falls once again. They're really focusing him down. 8 kills already. And the 10th point going towards the way of G Cup as well. Angel Kid almost falling. Recycle was dead. Wooz gets the kill. So 2 points, the first points of the board there for Islut 5-8. But it's already 12 points going towards the way of G Cup. So so let's see if they are able to make a comeback here.
Another answer coming from G-Cup is actually they killed Woos there in the process, and you mentioned that they've been targeting Woos. They know who to target and they're doing it really well. On the other hand, players coming from Eastwood 5-8 are also know their objectives and they're doing it as well. As we can see, G-Cup has secured the MVPs, denying MVPs for Eastwood 5-8, and Woods needs to once again step up for the team in order for them to secure the MVPs.
Yeah, that's very smart. If you don't want your opponents to get the MVPs, you take it for yourself. And they are currently leading by 12 points for the side of G-Cup. They are trying to bring down Woods once again, but Solitary Kin will fall once again, giving a lot of points. 9 points already going towards the way of Izu 5-8, and we know that they have strategies. We know that they are very experienced in playing this map here for the side of Izu 5-8. But let's see, 2 minutes and 40 seconds left. G-Cup knows all they need to do is survive and get those easier kills. Zico does fall, so that's another kill going towards the way of G-Cup, but they get another kill on towards Solitary Kin and Angel Kid as well. 19 points already. Oh, they are catching up here for Izu 5-8. They get a kill on those Angel Kid and Beanie J. Oh, they are in the lead right now for the side of Izu 5-8.
Solitary Kim down as well. Woos is doing the Woos experience. I don't know what to call that, but Woos is actually stepping up once again. He's looking for another kill here. It's not yet done. Securing their team here an MVP, and this is what we're waiting for Eastwood 5-8 to secure an MVP. Kids still down together with Beast, and it's just a matter of moment for Eastwood 5-8 to actually rack up more points. 23-31. Let's see how G-Cup will be able to close the gap here. Will they be able to take down Woos? I don't think so.
6 points, 6-point lead right now for Izu 5-8, and 9 points actually. There are just 8 points lead for Izu 5-8 and more. Woos just keeps killing. Woos just keeps carrying his team here in this map.
Whoa.
This is probably his best map, and he's doing very well on the 11-point lead there. Not much time left for the side of G-Cup to try and make a comeback. They need to get these kills. Recypher falls once again. The point lead is steadily growing. Woos is really just a one-man army right now for the side of Izu 5-8, as it is starting to become almost impossible comeback here for G-Cup. Are you going to lose the same map twice in a row?
Oh no, 25-42. We're looking at a really huge advantage because of Woos. Woos is a god, honestly speaking. But you know, they're having a hard time to catch Woos here, and that's really good as the whole everyone's focusing on Woos and no one's focusing on the other members of Eastwood 5-8. I think they've been kiting G-Cup to their strategy, and G-Cup's actually biting onto it.
Yeah, they fool me once, shame on me, but looks like Izu 5-8 is able to fool them yet and yet again. Woos just keeps getting those kills. They need to get a kill on towards Woos. It's going to be important if they want to try to make this comeback. Angel Kid will fall. Woos is unkillable right now with the amount of support he has. His teammates are just kiting. They're not dying. They haven't lost a single member for the longest of time for the side of Izu 5-8. And it is almost ending. 10 seconds. Izu 5-8 will take the map. And we are going to a game number 6, Nikki. What a match again.
I was looking at how Woos is maneuvering, technical maneuver, maneuvering the arena, looking for kills one after another. He's focusing on those that he can kill and actually taking, kiting the DPS from their support, from Beanie J and Resiful. Well, that's really amazing of Woos. And when there's a high impact player like Woos, most of the attention is thrown to him, and it's just a free MVP for Eastwood 5-8. But hold that thought. We have here 45 kills for Woos and giving him 20 points up for his team. Wow.
Yeah, absolutely crazy match once again from Woos, but it is still, the pressure is still on the side of Izu 5-8 because Woos is out of entries.
Sadly.
That was his last deployment count. You will not be able to rely on him on the next map, even if you do get another MVP map. So Izu 5-8, they need to really pull a rabbit out of the hat right now if they want to try win the next match. They do still have Niamberry armor, they do still have gold red, but is it going to be enough against the lineup of Frontera 4?
that are the questions that we will be answering later on as we progress in our matchup for the series. Whew, intense match once again between G-Cup and Eastwood 5-8. Just when we thought that G-Cup is, preparing for the revenge arc for this lineup at Shapeshift Ops map, but still, it's just so hard for them to come back with this kind of lineup. But then again, their team won. Papa Bear, your boyfriend, Archie Kings, and the rest will be the ones being deployed on our. That's gonna be last match, right? Last
Yep,
deployment.
Last deployment for all of them. It is game number 6, so all these players, they do not have. It's basically the last map for everybody, because if you go to game number 7, everybody gets their entries refreshed. So one final chance here for the side of G-Cup to close out this match. But if somehow, some way, a miracle happens here for the side of Izu 5-8, then we will be going to a game number 7.
Wow. I'm just speechless on what I've witnessed. I mean, G-Cup was obviously leading it from early to mid of our match back then, but it's just Woos who stepped up and killing one after another and securing the MVPs for his team, and having, I mentioned it again and again, he is a high impact player, and if there's someone like that, you want to shut him down regardless of how many resources that you're gonna be using. If it's gonna be like 2 or 3 people running after Woos, but the downside is you'll be missing a lot on the other teammates, which were able to secure the MVPs and eventually kill them and help Woos in his shenanigans, in his plan.
Yeah, absolutely. It's gonna be very important to try and make it there, because without Woods, their chances to win definitely does fall. But hey, it is still has been a great journey for all these players, and for the audience, we've got more gifts for you. So redeem this code right now. Top 32, go go go! 300 diamonds, 1 statue, F selection box, and another badge of Heinun.
Can you read it with emotion?
Go, go, go! Top 32, go, go, go! Make sure you
Alright.
claim that. Make sure you share it with your guildmates and your friends as well, so that they get to reap the rewards of you, because you were the one watching the stream and they are freeloading off you to get the rewards.
Preload. But yeah, you're correct. Share it to your friends, share the live stream, and drop your supportive messages together with your UID at the comment section. I'm actually reading a lot of supportive comments there, especially to our commentator here, Cyril. I don't know what's up with the white polo, but yeah, white polo reveal. I don't know what that is. Can you share it to our live stream viewers?
I have no idea what you're talking about. These guys, I have no idea what you're talking about. That's all I have to say.
But yeah, it's good to see funny comments, and everyone's really interactive with the chat. Everyone's interactive, so it's really nice. And some actually say that G-Cup prolonging the game. We don't know. Maybe that's just part of the strategy, guys. You just calm down, because right now, are we at 3-2?
Yes, we are.
3-2. Okay, so the question in our storyline, will Islet 5-8 be able to tie up the series miraculously? You mentioned about a miracle. Or will G-Cup be able to seal the deal finally with 4-2 finish later on in our game? Another question, Zero, I don't even know what map we'll be playing in the next map.
It's going to
in
be
the next match.
It's going to be decided by a flip of the coin, and whoever wins the coin toss. But if the pattern is going to be repeating itself, it's going to go to the worst way of G-Cup, and G-Cup is just going to pick up a card contest to make sure that they don't get another MVP map, because that was what lost them the 2 games that they lost, and they do not want that to happen again.
Yes, so sad to see that there's no redemption revenge arc for Kid and his teammates. But yeah, Woos, I don't want to say that he carried it, but he obviously carried.
He did. He definitely did. I mean, it was still his teammates doing their jobs, not
objectively.
not playing the map very well, using the MVPs very well. But hey, in terms of the kills, it was just a Wooz show in that specific map. So no Wooz for now. You gotta deal with things on your own for the
Yeah.
remaining members from the side of Islu 5-8, but that is going to be a tough. We won't know what's gonna happen there in the next map.
Yeah, miracles can happen, and let's find out if it will actually manifest in our game number 6 next map. And I honestly want to see other maps being played, like Blood and Coin, and yeah, we haven't seen Blood and Coin yet.
Yeah, we haven't seen Blood and
Right.
Gold. We actually
I mean,
rarely
Blood and
do
Gold,
see
sorry.
Blood and Gold selected.
Mm-hmm.
It is the best map for the side of G Cup.
5-8? Oh, G Cup.
Yeah, that's their highest win rate map, but honestly,
They're not playing it.
they've been winning every single map, so I don't know
Mhm.
if they really have a best map for themselves.
Okay, let's find out later on as we actually draw closer to the end, the beginning of the end of our Thor Cup Season 2 semifinals. And now we'll be showing you guys the map selection. The moment we're all been waiting for. Which map could it... Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, Zero already mentioned this. Card contest, right?
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be. I mean, it's most likely card contest for G Cup. They don't want any shenanigans. They don't want to risk it. It is 3-2 right now. If they lose this game, they're gonna go to a game number 7, and anything can happen in that last and final game. It is honestly a coin toss, so it's gonna be. You do not want to make it to that point.
Yes, and this is the last deployment, and if ever after this, if the series has been tied, you mentioned that it's gonna be refreshed, the deployment will be refreshed. But for Eastwood 5-8, it's going to be these players. I think there's also an alternate player as well. They have remaining deployment count. This is very predictable for both of the teams, and it's just a matter of execution. Will there be a miracle for Islut 5-8, or will G Cup be dominating their favorite map for the series, which is card contest? Let's find out later. I mean, I don't know what kind of miracle can Islut 5-8 pull off at card contest, having 2 Dorams. I mean, at least they have 2 Sorks, right?
Yeah, but they don't have enough supports. This map is all about surviving and resurrecting your teammates. They do have Nyan Berry armor. He changed his name to Mama Bear armor because he's going to be facing up against Papa Bear. So he changed. So, maybe that works. We don't know. Let's see. This is the last hurrah
Mama
here.
Bear.
If they want to
Mama
make it.
Bear.
If they want to
Mama
make it to
Bear.
game number 7, they need to take a win here. Papa Bear, Nyan Berry armor has done that before.
Nyan Berry, yeah.
Being able to solo and survive. But it is going to be tough to see if he's able to do this in this game, because it's not only Papa Bear, there's also Archikins and Boyfriend doing the
course.
damage.
Yes, and Big and Winnie the Pooh doing the support and utility for the lineup. Yeah, will Mama Bear Armor be able to turn the tides to their advantage? Let's find out as we draw near to the beginning of the end of our series here, game number 6. I mean, at this point, kudos already to Islut 5-8 because they've made it this far.
Yeah, it's been a long journey, making it to the top 4. Even
true.
if their journey ends here, it's not gonna be. I'm pretty sure they're not gonna be too disappointed about that.
True.
It's still been a great run for their members, and the rewards are pretty good as well to finish top 4. Even the title, top 4 Thor Cup Season 2. That's something that not a lot of players have, and that's a flex.
Will the top 32 also get their own titles,
Yeah.
or it's just top? Oh, nice! Congratulations for Team Bacon. Anyway, we can see here a lot of Frozen Worlds has been dumped, as well as Change Skills and that one Terminal Wings as well. But still, everyone's already so tanky and well sustained. No one's got killed during that kind of clash.
Yeah, Gorit was able to pop his Zephyr to keep himself alive, but once that expires, that's when the damage comes in there from Papa Bear as well as Boyfriend. Boyfriend will be the one to kill Mama Bear armor, and that's gonna move the cart a little bit forward. towards the favor of G Cup, as they're just completely wiping them right now. They're dead once again. The priest is dead, so no more reses. They're gonna push the card forward, and this is when things starts to get a little bit hairy. If you cannot regroup and try and defend, then you're not able to get the momentum back in your favor.
Yes, and you're just gonna die one after another. They need to have the regroup, they need to have that push, but will they able to do so since, you know, it's already they're dying one after another. We see Mama Bear being respawning, but dying as well because there's Papa Bear blocking their way. Papa Bear is actually just camping their entrance there and showing dominance against Eastwood 5-8.
Yep, they are just, you know, they're done with the shenanigans. You know, they know that, hey, you know, they were able to get 2 wins off the MVP map, but that stops here. And checkpoint has not been breached yet. It has been breached, but the card is not moving at the moment. Mama Bear armor will fall, and the card will move forward once more towards the way of
Mama Bear. Mama Bear is dying. They need to have like a single push. It's just so hard for them to regroup because Papa Bear is guarding their respawn area, just camping that site, and even their backlines here for GCup is being well guarded by Boyfriend and Archiekins.
Yep, it is a hard wall to push into if you're the side of Izzle 5-8. You just need a lot more damage. And you know, it's just not enough. Go Red can't really stand in front of from all the damage that G-Cup is putting on. So is Mama Bear armor. He's just constantly getting killed over and over again.
True.
And it's becoming a very futile effort here for Izzle 5-8 as they lose members once again. Mama Bear got rezzed up there by Zucker, but Zucker will fall. Mama Bear armor will die, and it's gonna reach the It's gonna reach the second checkpoint.
Second checkpoint secured by GCup here. It's just so hard for Eastwood 5-8 to contest the card here in our map simply because, you know, Papa Bear and the rest of the team is dominating here, and even the supports are actually just stick to the card and well guarding it. Sucker try going in, but no support coming from the other teammates. Just gonna go down one after another. They're trying to enter, but still to no avail. No miracle has been happening, but still they're contesting the card. Card is not moving.
Yeah, it's stuck at the checkpoint there. We do see Mama Bear armor trying to delay the push a little bit, but it's not going to be enough. He does fall once again. Zucker trying to rest him. He does get the rest up, so that's going to buy them a little bit more time. But without the constant support, he's going to fall, and they're going to get wiped here. Gore is going to fall. The rests are coming in, but it's not going to be enough. One last member left. How long can he survive? How long can he drag out this game? 87 points right now. Going towards the way of G-Cup as it continues moving on forward. Photon Burst has been dropped. They're pushing up a little bit more. 94, 95, 96, 97. And it looks 96, like it's over. G-Cup will be moving on to the finals of the Thor Cup for Season 2. And it has been definitely a very surprising result, seeing that they lost 2 maps, but that was all Izzle 5-8, and you know, props to them for their strategy, props to them for fighting, continuing to fight, even though they've had a tough matchup, but ultimately it will be G-Cup moving on to the finals.
Yes, a good game, well played. Still, to Izzle 5-8 for going up against GCup, but for now, GCup will be continuing their journey towards the grand finals. And to everyone who wager for GCup, congratulations to you guys. You know, I don't want to just congratulate GCup, but also to those players who wager for GCup. Congratulations, guys.
Absolutely great match here for the side of GCup. They managed to finish things off with a bang. It was tough fought here for the side of Izzle 5-8, but they definitely gave it all they had. They fought to the end, so definitely they shouldn't be feeling too down about themselves and should be flexing the top 4 title everywhere they can.
Yeah, and going back to our status here, Papa Bear 69 with 29 kills as our MVP with 44.9, and Boyfriend as well with 17 and 28 assists. I mean, everyone's just trying their best here for Eastwood 5-8, but it's not enough. But for now, good game well played for them. They'll be having their titles, top 4. Not bad, definitely not bad. And with that kind of performance, they can actually brag that they go up head to head against GCup. And now, as we draw near, I'm quite excited with the bracket later on.
Yeah, absolutely. G Cup will be waiting for the winner between Osis and against Osis and is 3-4. So that's another exciting match happening on Friday.
Yes. Yes, Friday. All right. So I'm really pleased, honestly speaking, and I believe that the viewers and adventurers are also pleased with the outcome of the matches. It's not a one-sided match. It's not a landslide. We've seen maps being played and being dominated by, being won by Eastwood 5-8, and there are a couple of players that really stood out, really had a huge impact with each map. On the other hand, G Cup, they're just a well-rounded team. Everyone contributing to their win. Very, very versatile and well-balanced team for me, G Cup.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be promising to look like building up to be a very good finals in the next upcoming few matches. So that's going to the finals is definitely a match you do not want to miss, but you don't want to miss out Friday as well, because we've still got Osis versus Islu 3-4. We've got fantastic matches happening, of course, there is still all the promo codes that we've been giving out as well.
I thought you're gonna forget about the promo
Of
code
course not.
being the promo code holder that you are. But yeah, do not miss the promo codes, guys. And that has been all the matches for this evening. 4-2. Who would have thought? Everyone just had their eyes on their favorite teams, but Eastwood 5-8 giving us their best shot. But unfortunately enough, it's going to be G Cup who will be winning our series and moving forward towards the grand finals on Sunday. But hold a thought, because we still have another semifinals. You mentioned Aussies and Islu 3-4. Was it 3-4 or 4? Yeah,
3-4.
Yes. on Friday, not tomorrow, guys, on Friday. So mark your calendars and don't be late. Same time, same channel. But yeah, later on we'll be showing you guys the schedule, so don't worry. So a little shout out to everyone, but before that, here is the promo code. I think this is the last one, right?
The last promo code for the day is ROO Thor Power. Make sure you redeem this. And make sure you don't share it with the friends who are not here. You know, you have to give them some incentive to be on the stream. So don't share it with them. Be a little bit selfish. You gave them a lot of codes already, but this is the one you want to keep.
Don't listen to Zero. He keeps on sharing it. He has a long list of all the promo codes. So do follow Zero, because he'll be sharing it to you guys. Again, ROO Thor Power. For everyone. Wow, RO Origin has been very generous. We've been giving out a lot of promo codes. So if you're a viewer, you want to extend or prolong the matches so that you'll get more promo codes, right?
Yeah, for sure. Like if it goes to Game 7, that's another promo code for you guys.
Yeah.
But hey, you know, ultimately these players are playing to win. They want to be able to exert their dominance on their opponents and make sure that they're able to move on to the finals, because this is a very prestigious event in Ragnarok Origin. So these guys, they want to make sure that they are giving it their all.
Giving it their all, not just for the bragging rights and the rewards, but also you mentioned for honor, since this is there's a lot of tournaments for RO, right?
Yep,
Odin,
absolutely.
Thor, Valkyrie, so on and so forth. But yeah, having the title to be part of the top 32 is really something to, it's quite an honor for these players. So huge shout out to everyone who really tried, because I also have friends who wanted to qualify but just kind of fell short. But yeah, there's always a next time, don't worry.
Yep.
And wow,
surprise,
another surprise for everyone. Just when you thought that we're done, not yet. This is another promo code. Is this the last one though?
Who knows? Who knows? You have to stick in the stream to find out if this is the last one, ladies and gentlemen. But first, grand final team Thor Season 2. First GF teams Thor Season 2. And it has feathers inside, and as well as Nexus reset hammer. So make sure you claim that right now.
Wow, Zero just read that. He's so Gen Z. He's so Gen Z
JJ
coded. Because I was like, first GF team.
You have to understand what your what the young people are talking about.
Yeah, Zero is so Gen Z coded right now, but yeah, he saved me there. First grand final team, okay. First grand final team Thor season 2. First GFT. Encode it now, guys. Share it to your friends. It's not yet too late. We can still hit more milestones for everyone.
Yep, for sure. So make sure everybody is here watching with you, your guild mates. Make sure if they're lazy, you kick them in the in a place where it hurts more, so that they are excited to watch along with you as well.
All right. So yeah, in a couple of moments, we'll be showing you guys the. Have we shown the updated bracket? Not yet.
Not yet.
Okay, so updated bracket and then the schedule for everyone for you to actually anticipate. Block it on your calendars, please. We have a good live stream. Everyone's engaging.
Yeah, plenty of a lot of viewers here today watching with us. So it's been an exciting journey for sure. For all the players, they've had to go through a lot, and this has been the fruits of their efforts since the qualifiers, since everything that's happened. And it's time. It's a high time they get rewarded for it.
All right, so we will be showing you guys our post game results.
This was
all right.
Statistics for match number 1, and first game was a pretty much of a landslide there for the side of G Cup. They were able to take the game very convincingly. But what about the upcoming games, because we did see a couple of upsets there being brought out from the side of Islu 5-8.
Yes.
Yep, game 2.
Yes, now game 2 here. I think this is the shapeshift. Yes, shapeshift ops here, as we can see. 23 and 21 kills for both Solitary Kin and Kid. But unfortunately, it's not enough to actually win this match, because Isud 5-8 will be the ones just getting this match to their belts. Who's here with 45 gold, 16 kills, 5 deaths, 5 assists, 19.6 score. Wow.
Yeah, that was the foreshadowing of the Woos show in the upcoming MVP map, and he got it again in the next one. So that was a very crucial map to win for the side of Islu 5-8, and they were not done just there and then.
They are not yet done, but this time around for card contest, I mean, it's like an alternate strategy coming from G Cup, and this is a valuable information for OSIS and Islu 3-4. Whoever gets to win that matchup on Friday, they'll get to have a good information of how G Cup plays, especially in this kind of intense and at par almost even out battles like this. So this is the card contest between these two teams, and the winner of this map is none other than G Cup.
Yeah, card contest was always been about a battle of strength. It was always about a battle of resources, so they were able to take that very convincingly. But let's take a look at game number 4, a team deathmatch that went very in favor of the side of G Cup.
Yes, once again, just when we thought that this was going to be the redemption or the revenge arc or era coming from G Cup, still, Isud 5-8 will be our victors in this map. Again, Woos. Sorry, this is a team deathmatch rather for this matchup. And once again, very straightforward, just killing, wrecking havoc, and just depleting all the lives of Isud 5-8, as G Cup will be bagging this win.
Yeah, game number 5 was a completely different story. Once again, it was the Woos show. It was just Woos being able to control the entire pace of the game. They were never behind, if I remember. They're always behind at the start, but somehow they always managed to find a way to come back later on. So that has been, the secret weapon for the side of Islu 5-8. They've always been able to find a win in those maps.
Finding wins in those matches that they have advantage, correct?
Yep.
That is a really good technical maneuver. I've been using your technical maneuver. But here, card contest to actually seal the deal here with 4-2. And G Cup will be bringing home their victory for now and moving towards our grand finals on Sunday. Papa Bear just wreaking havoc with 29 kills, 19 assists, and 44.9 as his score. And he is crowned as the MVP for this map as well. Islit 5-8, they've given their all, but still not quite enough to actually win this and have a reset for our series. So now here is our updated result.
As the result of the entire series, Nikki, and it's been a very fantastic journey for not just us, but for all the players as well. You know, top 2 at least confirmed there for the side of G Cup. Islit 5-8 finishing top 4. So they are going to move on to the grand finals here. It is G Cup waiting for the next opponents, which are going to be either Osis or Up to You.
Up to you or Osis. So we don't wanna spoil the fun. So go wage on your favorite team. This is going to be on Friday, guys. Same time, same channel. We want you all to be here once again to grace the live stream, and also bring your friends. Please bring your friends. The more the merrier.
Yep, absolutely. You know, it's always more fun to watch with your friends. You gotta make sure they're all here, so that they get the rewards and they don't have to leech off of you like they are right now. So make sure they are here watching along with you.
Yeah, some were actually asking where the codes are, but yeah, I believe that Zero will be sharing it to you guys. And now the schedule for the semifinals between Osis and Up to You is going to be on September 6th, Friday, 20:30 p.m. Same time, same channel here at YouTube. It's going to be a best of 7 series once again. And this is really exciting because we've seen how the matches played out during our semifinals one today. And, it's gonna put up the bars high for the semifinals too.
Yep, absolutely. It's gonna be more pressure for the rest of the teams that are still here. It's down to this after all those matches, after all the months and weeks of qualifiers. It's just all the players are just a few steps away from moving on, and it's it's been a long journey, and I'm pretty sure some players are feeling tired, feeling the pressure, but hey, it's almost over.
Or some are feeling nostalgic looking back from all the practices and scrimmages that they've done for the tournament. But yes, that has been our result, bracket as well, and the semifinals is scheduled. I don't know, do we still have one more promo code left?
One more for the road, maybe? No?
Do we have? I'm not quite sure, but yeah.
Oh, we do.
If the viewers spam promo code. Oh, there you go. Last promo code. Watch
Tomorrow.
Thor
now. Watch Thor now.
Sorry, I'm non-reader. Go Zero again. Being the Gen Z that you are, go read it again.
Watch Thor now. I mean, everybody's watching Thor now, but hey, Soul Crystal Key and 3 random box. You guys are lucky we asked for this code, because this code is big, especially if you're playing the Soul Force right now.
Yes, that's the newest mechanics, right? Because I was playing, what's the Soul Force? And yeah, they need that. You need that, guys.
Yeah, absolutely. You definitely need it. So make sure you claim all those codes, and share it with your guildmates. And this is a good incentive for them to come over here. So make sure you promise not to share it to them on Friday and on the finals, so that they'll be joining you here and cheering on the rest of the teams as well.
More Soul Force, please. spam Soul Force gift bags. But yeah, I don't want to be dramatic, but this whole tournament has been really great for me, and I just want to say thank you and see you on Friday. How about you, Zero? Just wrap it up for me. I'm good.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a great show today, but we're going to catch everybody on Friday. So make sure you stay tuned with me and Nikki. The Thor Cup continues on Friday. So see you guys then, and have a good night.